Okay, so I've been committing to a bunch of other games lately and haven't actually touched Age of Calamity in a little while, but I would very much like to learn some more characters through this and get things, figured out and such. Before we hop into Age of Calamity though, I wanted to show something really quickly here that I've been working on. This is just over an hour, probably under a couple hours worth of menu overloading and equipment duplication to make the finest Christmas tree base thing I could in Breath of the Wild for a project that I have not yet disclosed, but I have created so many freaking videos of Age of Calamity because I freaking pushed through that series so fast that by the time that this gets uploaded, it's gonna be freaking January. But at the time of streaming this, it's currently December 6th. I have a small Christmas tree here. We've got like some sort of Christmassy lighting with like the red and the green and stuff like that in the back. And I'm preparing freaking Santa Link here for, let's just say I don't know why there's a hardy pass here. Actually, I do know why, but I don't want to go into it. Yeah. The game lags a lot. Something I found out when I did this is basic game mechanics stop working. Oh my goodness, that actually worked that time. Usually they just vanish. Oh. Huh, so they're not just straight up vanishing like they used to when I blew them up. I guess because the Switch has been in sleep mode and gotten used to this for some... It's a little bit bugged when you pull it out. Yeah, that's a little bugged at least. Huh, so that actually works. Last time I was in here, climbing stopped working. Let's see if that works. Nope, climbing still doesn't work. Yeah. Climbing things does not work. Does Rivali's Gale work? That also stopped working. Yeah, Rivali's Gale stops working as well when you have this much stuff on screen. So there's that. And, yeah. Glider still works. But climbing no longer works. You just can't climb things anymore. So, like... Well, if I can't climb and I can't use Rivali's Gale, there's no way I'm getting back up there. So, it's probably time to hop on over to Age of Calamity like my game category says. We've showcased this freaking glitch a little bit. I just wanted to showcase it before I close things down and would undo those freaking hours of work. So now, let's switch over to the actual game category that we have here. I'll turn off my camera for a hot second. My chair is gonna squeak like crazy. We're gonna take out Breath of the freaking Wild. Breath of the freaking break the game in half. Legend of Zelda Break the Wild. That's how I play that game, essentially. Anyway, it's late at night, so Doogie's really tired. Since it is like the 6th of December, that means that there's like a couple of weeks left to this semester when it comes to my classes and such. So, I'm kind of really stressing out. I spent most of today throwing things together for various different classes and have so much to do still to like throw things together that I was debating about potentially after some Age of Calamity just streaming like some homework because, you know, maybe it'd be more interesting like that, I guess. Anyway, I'll switch over to my actual Age of Calamity layout, which is like this, which is like, you know, more optimized for the fact that there's stuff on this side just under here on Age of Calamity when you're in game. So there is that. How are you doing? She's like, don't bother me, I just want to be here and like hang out next to you, but I don't really want to interact and stuff. Also, I've been screwing around with audio levels for a lot of games recently, so like, fingers crossed that the game isn't like freaking leagues louder than I am. I'm never gonna get over that main leitmotif. I would very much love to learn how to play the main theme on piano one day. Right now, I'm trying to practice the freaking theme Acadia from Pokemon. Well, not from Pokemon, but a theme song made for Pokemon by that one Japanese band for Pokemon's 30th or something. I don't even know what the heck it was. Though, even though it has been a little while since I've streamed this, since I've been focusing on other games, anybody who sees this like upload afterwards, it's still gonna be the exact same schedule because I did stuff so much ahead of time. But in terms of like the actual span of time between these sessions, it's been a little while. And during that time, I did once again do some of like the main story missions that, you know, that I could do, I guess. So there's a whole bunch of things that are available now that I wouldn't mind hamming out. We do have another one of these ones. Let's Dance, you've been tasked with asking Koroks all over Hyrule if they know about parts for Terraco's repair. Gather the fun-loving Koroks by throwing a hop and dance party. So that needs a whole bunch of... Oh, there's gonna go all of my freaking Lizalfos trophies. While I was doing those story chapters, I probably should have grabbed Korok seeds and like collected those, but I didn't even properly think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this down a few smidges, just because I want to ensure that my voice stays louder than the game. So we'll try something like that. News of your dance party spread far and wide and lured Koroks from all over Hyrule. Based on the gossip you gleaned at the dance, you found parts that... Based on the gossip you gleaned at the dance, sorry, you found parts that might revive Terraco. At first when it said parts you gleaned at the dance, I was like... Or based on the gossip you gleaned at the dance, I was so... Whatever, I'm getting myself confused. Yeah, this was something that I had marked as my current active thing. Mystery meal for the merchant. You see the skull-like merchant in the middle of battle, but he's too hungry to sell anything. But isn't he busy being in battle? And has only spices and can't eat those. Bring him some main ingredients to cook with. You see him in the middle of battle? Is that supposed to be a typo? Because I'm pretty sure he's too busy with battle to sell anything with whatever. Let's see here. Let's give you raw gourmet meat and razor claw crabs. Wow, that's what we will do.
Good job.
Wow, good job. I still haven't played a Xenoblade yet. With your help, the skull, apart from in training that one time, Skull-like merchant made monsters too. Though it's got a bizarre color, he thinks it's a seriously good creature cuisine. Give this to a try sometime. He gave you the recipe. Okay, all stats plus 15%, but max health minus 50%. Huh. A Lionel mask. The Skull-like merchant's handmade Lionel headgear. It's almost as intimidating as the real thing. Wear it and pretend to be a proud Lionel, free to roam the world. What have we here? Oh, and he's like Hinox trophies as well for that one. That one gives a lot of giant ancient cores. Here's a buff for a discount. That is, oh my goodness, 20 Lionel hoofs. There is a proposal to repair Akala Bridge, which was devastated in the battle with the Calamity. In this time of peace, all need to do their part. As for you, find money and materials. 20 Lionel hoofs?
You get the Master Kohga seal of approval.
Dude, what do you say about Master Koga's seal of approval? With everyone's help, plus your money and resources, repairs to the bridge have started. It will take time to fully restore the flow of travelers, but it's great to see the bridge rising up. Nice. Anything else that's just like general buffs that aren't character specific? We had this, but it needs Lizalfos trophies. Dang, man. Didn't I need like Molduga things for something? Or am I losing my mind? I need Guardian parts for that. Oh, apparently we can buy some of those from here? I'd like all of them. I like all of them. I'm gonna get so broke. We're at like 4.2k right now. So then... I need one more ancient core! So we could probably just like do a battle and then it'll update most likely. Yeah, that seems to be it for like general party-wide kind of general buffs. Revali bonus combo. Nice. A wish for a fishy dish. A bunch of Rito kids were playing at Warbler's Nest, but now they say they're so hungry they can't move. Will someone please get them a nice fishy bite to eat? Well, here you go. So we got like 900 Bokoblin trophies. We'll see how we spend these.
Stop aiming.
Bonus combos will be my priority before bonus hearts. The Rito kids couldn't get enough of the Teishi Porgy, something I can't pronounce. Their bellies full of sumptuous fish. They said it might be fun to make a meal for someone else next time. Okay, so now we got Revali's final combo. Nice. The final combo. I gotta take out Lionel's for this. I guess I'll assign it to Censor just because it means that, you know, once we do that. Yeah, then we can snag this a bit. Oh, that I'm probably not even gonna be able to use for a little while. I would have had more rupees with all the stuff that I did off camera, but I did a bunch of foraging as well in that time thinking about my rupees because my stuff was filling up. So Link's level 72 now. Master Sword is level 13. We have some things that are getting higher level. This one's almost at level 20, like so close, and we'll see what happens when it reaches the first level cap. But yeah, we can apparently already do this like once, raise the weapon level limit. I still don't properly understand things, but like, well, that has a lot of doodles, doesn't it? Let's see here. Bonus heart, I'll prioritize bonus combos. Let's assign this to Censor.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of that is gonna... I didn't even read what the buff was that it gives, honestly. Didn't even read it. Let's see here. Improved heart recovery. Oh, okay. So we need some more fireproof lizards and we need some freaking red choo-choo jelly or whatever the heck. Let's see here. Special attack gauge might not be half bad. I mean, Bow of Light. Enhanced ability? Zelda wishes to put the minds of her people at ease. Help the princess gather proof of the great victories won by the defenders of Hyrule. Well, there goes all my Lionel trophies and all my freaking whatever the heck those shards
I
are.
refuse to be anything less than capable.
Optimism lit up the citizens' faces upon seeing evidence of the Hyrulean forces' bravery. It was as though their fear faded away and hope took its place. Your arrow of light capacity has been increased. I had a capacity for arrows of light? What? I did not realize this. Oh, I need to gather wood. Gosh darn it, I used so much of my wood on something else recently. Dang, I guess I'll just be chopping trees whenever I can. Let's see here. I like bonus combos first and foremost. On a visit to Zora's domain, you learn that King Dorephan is seeking resources to shore up his community's defenses. Perhaps you can help. Sure, will do. Hello, clouds. What's up? What's up?
I've done it.
Not much, just the whole fact that the Zora use the materials you provide to bolster their defenses. King Dorephan promised to repay your generosity with additional Zora support in the battle against Calamity Ganon. So, you know, things are going freaking great in that case. Freaking couldn't be better, just like that. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? But no, in all seriousness, things are a little bit crazy right now because it's like end of semester and everything's piling on, and 2 of my 3 kind of main classes have group projects, and I'm kind of leading both of them along, and it's like, pain. But it is what it is. Anything else I can do right now? No? Apart from like this, I guess? But yeah, Age of Calamity, you're gonna plan to go in blind. Should I actually really enjoyed this game. Like, we're doing post-game kind of stuff right now, so we're just kind of doing, like, all of the little side missions around the world. So, like, if you stick around, there's no story spoilers, per se, but seeing, like, the cast of characters I have at my arsenal might be, like, sort of spoilery, I guess. Oh, this is my freaking Hinox trophy. Oh, I have a bunch of Hinox trophies, though. But yeah, you have school tomorrow and COVID makes everything so hard. Yeah, I heard that, like, here at least, and I know that a lot of people have been telling me on my streams that a lot of people have been transitioning to online classes. I've been doing that since almost the beginning of this year. Like, I heard that 2 group projects, 3 classes, 2 group projects. One of them is with a group of 4, one of them is with a group of 3 total. The one that's with a group of 3, so far I am the only person that has come into contact with both group members, and a part of my chair just fell off. I'm the only person that's come into contact with both group members, like in an actual voice call, and we're trying to set up meetings that work for everybody. And earlier today, one of them told me, okay, I can do it like any weekday night, except for Thursday. And then the other guy is like, okay, I can do before 5 any weekday. So I was like, oh, are we just like doomed to like never all 3 of us meet? So in our kind of group chat thing, like, I'm the group leader for this group, so I might just start outlining tasks to be like, yeah, let's work on this. I guess we're, like, this is gonna be each of our tasks, but I guess maybe we won't have that, like, interaction, like, with all of us together, which, kind of sucks if that's the case. And, in the other group project, there was a little bit of a, let's say, kerfuffle in the last team meeting, which I think things are pretty sorted now, but, like, hoo boy, it is a wacky time, and we only have, like, just over a week to do everything that we need to do, which is a lot of things. So it's all over the place, but we should be able to get it done. And then once like these couple weeks are done, then I'm off and things are great. But when it comes to online classes, I was in person at university at the beginning of this year, but then COVID started coming around, and our professors into February, it was around February, something like that. They were like, okay, y'all hear about that freaking COVID thing going around? Well, we should be able to get through to the end of the semester before, like, we need to transition to online. We did not make it to the end of the semester before needing to transition to online. So all of our professors had to, like, switch everything from in person to, like, online, and get things set up for that, like, out of nowhere. Some handled it really well, some weren't quite as sure because they weren't used to that format. But most of the professors were, like, way more considerate to our grades and such because of, like, the sudden switch and, like, the stress and all that stuff. But this semester was like the first semester of like, okay, they've pre-established ahead of time that it's going to be all online, and it seems like the next semester is going to be completely online as well, apart from like small labs that need specific lab equipment and stuff like that. But yeah, you're gonna dip you want, it was close to nothing. Oh no, not the different Not the different times? How? Oh, for the freaking group of 3 thing. Yeah, it's a bit screwed up. But yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled by all the characters, all I will say, if you do go into this game blind one day, is freaking good. Like, it's the most cinematic a Zelda game has ever been. Like, Breath of the Wild experimented with cinematic cutscenes, of which it had like 40 minutes of, something like that. 30 minutes of was the freaking memory cutscenes, the little flashback things. This game has like 2 hours, 20 minutes worth of cutscenes. And this game, like, in the battles, there will be some dialogue between the characters that you read at the bottom. But apart from that, there's no cutscenes like a traditional Zelda cutscene where it's just like, oh, press A to advance the text and like read it out, because there's like no voice acting behind it or anything like that. Every single cutscene in this game is fully voiced out, fully cinematic. The cutscenes are so freaking good, and if this is like an experiment to seeing like what a cinematic Zelda game would be like, it's freaking really cool. The music is freaking fantastic. This is probably my game of the year, honestly. Like, the original Hyrule Warriors sort of experimented with cinematic cutscenes, but like it was the kind of thing where it's just subtitles at the bottom that you have to read off, and there's no actual like voices behind it. Like, there's sounds that the voices make, but no like words and stuff. But this one went full on with the cinematic, and it is good. It is a good time. But yeah, we never have a designated group leader, but you're usually the first to talk to everyone and divide the work and see who wants to do what, so usually you end up in charge. Yeah, and hello, Touch Sky. Hey there, is this a YTB project? Like, oh, I assume that stands for YouTube? Like, is this like a playthrough that's going up on YouTube? Is that the question? Because yes, indeed. Indeedly do. Typically, the only games that I don't really put up onto there after they've been streamed are the ones that are like multiplayer games where, you know, there's not exactly going to be any progression or anything like that, like Smash Bros, Dead by Daylight, yada yada, but things where there's actually like progress in it and like start to finish, I typically put those up. If that's like something that you're uncomfortable with, having, you know, the chat that's here appear on that later, then, you know, no harm in that. But yeah, played the first Warriors and loved it, so if there's more story, you're totally down for it. Yeah, this story is supposed to be like the prequel story to Breath of the Wild, and tell like the story of 100 years ago. But let me just say, it's not what you expect. They throw some wrenches into the works, and but it's good. It's good. My favorite part of it, the whole thing, is the music. It's freaking neat. But yeah, doing good. No, your last video, look, you're arguing about making a Mario 3D pack. Oh, do you mean like Super Mario 3D All-Stars? Wait, did I make a video essay after that? Oh yeah, I made a short Watch Dogs one after that. But yeah, that was like the last big video essay that I did, was the Super Mario 3D All-Stars video essay from a little while back. I am currently working on another video essay project, if that's what you mean, in terms of like the highly edited videos and the things I put a lot of time into. My current project right now for video essays, the topic for that is, where the heck is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition versus Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, for like which of the two handle, like comparing and contrasting how the two of them were remakes and improved and made changes over their originals. That is the next video essay project, and the script for it wound up being insanely long, like just about as long as my freaking 3-hour Breath of the Wild video essay, and I was like, I don't really want to make another 3-hour video again, so I've split it up into like 3 different ones, essentially. But yeah, cool, you're gonna try to get it soon. Gonna go, but for now, and we'll try to tune in next time to see y'all. Alrighty, I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi, Clouds. Hope you have a good sleep, and if you do pick up Age of Calamity at some point, hope you wind up enjoying it. But yeah, your roommate, you enjoyed Xeno so much. Was it your first time experiencing Xenoblade, or like, had you played it before, or one of you played it before? Because, I mean, the original, something cool about the original. Well, if I go over here, on my shelf, call me a turbo nerd if you want, but on my shelf, I keep a sealed copy of the original Wii Xenoblade Chronicles that I've never opened. Like, I own the digital version of the Wii version on my Wii U, but it's just a freaking collector's item, and I put my Shulk Amiibo right in front of it because I'm a freaking turbo nerd. That back there. So yeah, just call me one heck of a big nerd for that. I own like 4 copies of Xenoblade Chronicles now. 5? I own the 3DS version, I own the Wii version digitally, I own the Wii version physically, I own the Switch version, and I own a second copy of the Switch version because I really wanted to I really wanted to get it, like, on day one, but I ordered from, like, Walmart the super special collector's edition thing with, like, the art book and stuff, and that was only gonna get into me, like, a week later. So I ordered that from, like, Walmart, because it was the only place that I could find that had it in stock. And then I went and bought another one on release day, and then the other one, like, arrives a week later. So now I have a spare copy of Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, just, not on the Wii, on the Switch, just, like, sitting on my shelf there. I've been waiting to, like, sell it to a friend for a cheaper price, or, like, work out a deal with somebody of, like, a trade or something like that. Yeah, well, we'll see. So I literally own Xenoblade Chronicles 5 times over. Wow, what a... But yeah, just got flashbacks of the first stream you ever watched of me. You were bored one day, I looked at the Poké category, behold Mario was playing with viewers. Man, remember the days I used to play freaking Poké Tournament on stream? Those were some days. But yeah, you basically watched them all along, but it was great. But it was great to follow. Damn, only part you haven't seen yet is the DLC part. Technically, it's just stuff of, like, Definitive Edition that technically isn't, like, a DLC kind of thing. But the thing about Future Connected when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is, like, it's meant to wrap up Melia's story, but it doesn't seem to contribute a whole lot to the overall lore of the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2, which I thought at first it would. But it's very hinted at that it probably has to do with the future of Xenoblade. So there's 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games currently. There's Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Before, I'm just gonna get into, like, gameplay as I start ranting about things, so I'm just gonna, like, wrap this up, and then I can get ranting while there's actual gameplay going on. A boy who heard that the Skull Lake rumors were true wants to open a shop at the Fang and Bone, but he's been able to get monster parts to trade. Pull the boy out, get him some. Here you go. There you go, boy.
Beautiful.
My boy. With monster parts in hand, the boy got to shop at the Fang and Bone. He seems like he really just wanted the fun of going there. However, so he gave you what he... of going there, however, sorry. So he gave you what he brought for free. The Skull Lake Merchant's handmade Lizalfos headwear is designed to replicate the unique tongue and horn of Lizalfos. Equip it to live as the Lizalfos for a while. That's all the stuff that I can do right now, so we're gonna go into gameplay, and then I'll freaking rant, because then I'm ranting while gameplay's going on, instead of it just being a menu. Let's see here. This is restricted allies, so I guess I'll play as... yeah, we'll do that. I still don't know how to play them super well yet. But yeah, you like morning stream with you? It's always interesting to talk, learn things, etc. So that must be like a time zone across the ocean, because I'm like... I need to get a better schedule. I keep streaming late at night. I used to have a stream schedule this summer between semesters. I used to do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Friday was like the EU friendly days where I would stream like early in the morning my time. That was like afternoon for EU. But like after the semester started up, I was like, yeah, I cannot commit to freaking that kind of thing. Anyway, so when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles, there are currently 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games. There's Xenoblade Chronicles X, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I won't say in what way, but the stories of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 are relevant to one another. Xenoblade Chronicles X is the one that's on the Wii U and doesn't serve, like, any connection to any of the other ones. Yeah, X was on the Wii U, and was one of the first playthroughs I ever did on this channel, and then, like, let's just say that playthrough didn't continue because the USB that has my save data for it is, it's on there somewhere. I don't know how the little plastic shell around the end of a USB comes off like that, but that's what happened. So I don't think I'm getting my save file of Xenoblade Chronicles X back. But yeah, actually the first scene you've seen and you loved it, what, with Definitive Edition or X? Yeah. Because X's story is not very good at all. Its gameplay is freaking fantastic, its music is a freaking jammer, but its story is not the best. In my opinion. X, yes, gotcha. Yeah, when it comes to X, it's like very hinted at that its story might have to do with the story of the other games, but like, there's nothing like canonical yet. Maybe they'll make connections at some point, especially if we make like an X2, which I think would be really cool and actually like flesh out the story that they had there. I don't even need to, oh, maybe I do need to take out some of these. But yeah, if you've now experienced Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, I would highly recommend checking out Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because the story of that really does add... What? No, I don't know what the... It really does add a whole lot to, like, the whole thing, while telling a freaking incredible story of its own. Like, it's mostly a story of its own. It just has some connections that are like, whoa! Isn't that cool, you know? Oh my goodness, I have not played Age of Calamity for a while. when it comes to Future Connected, though, I thought that best friend watched him playing it the other day after party. So yeah, blurry memory about this game. Oh, Age of Calamity. It's definitely really fun. This is the second Hyrule Warriors game, which is a cross between Legend of Zelda and Dynasty Warriors, where you're taking on a massive army. And this is supposed to be like the prequel to Breath of the Wild, except now that I've beaten the game, I can say that it's like not just that. What? Why couldn't I? Oh, I can't open that while I'm in the air. It seems to be like an alternate timeline prequel thing. It's freaking weird. Do the thing. Stuck. Do the thing. What was I talking about? Yeah, when it comes to Future Connected with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, I thought that maybe it would contribute to like the overall lore of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. It doesn't. But it does still serve to wrap up Melia's story, and it also seems to contribute new lore that it seems like will take place in like the future of Xenoblade Chronicles. So like in my art book for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, I saw some quotes from like some of the developers, and it was talking about how Future Connected was like sets some of the stones to like prepare for like the future of Xenoblade Chronicles itself, is what Future Connected is meant to like lay the groundwork for. So apparently, also in this story, first time he was trying to beat the Lino doing small damages. What like the Lionel? Oh, like, okay, we've aided that highly, and Captain freaking super mean centaur dudes. There's a freaking Talus here, and apparently there's a Lionel in this map somewhere for us to take down. Lionel, yeah, gotcha. What? Also, yeah, so there's also like some quotes by Shulk and Melia in Future Connected where they're like, oh, this feels like a whole new threat for a whole new world, is what this enemy feels like. So it's like, the enemies that are faced in Future Connected don't really seem to have anything to do with like the current story of the Xenoblade Chronicles series, but I have a feeling that if there's going to be a Xenoblade Chronicles 3, the main enemies of it, like, or one of the main baddies of it at least, are going to be a little bit of what we see inside Future Connected. So that's interesting. What? I did the wrong one. Whoops. Whoops. So that's something very interesting about that. I find, like, I thought for sure it would contribute some new lore to, like, what was already there of Xenoblade 1 and 2. But apparently it's new lore. Wow, who freaking froze me? Apparently it's new lore when it comes to, like, future games. So that's interesting. But yeah, after experiencing Xenoblade Chronicles 1, I'd highly recommend Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In my opinion, like, in terms of two stories being relevant to one another, I think Xenoblade 1 and 2 are like the perfect pair of games in the way that their stories complement and build off of one another. I think it's fascinating. But yeah, so my current video project is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX versus Xenoblade Definitive Edition. Not on like how they are as games like in the first place. Dang, I couldn't get the other arm with that. But how each of them made changes and improved over their original releases. Like how do they do as remakes, basically? Like what new did they bring to the table? In what ways? What ways does this make it superior to their original releases? That kind of thing. And my script wound up being so long that I thought if I put it all into one video, it would wind up being like 3 hours long, and I don't really have much interest in doing that. So I divided it up into 3 different videos. The first video focuses on story and art, and absolutely freaking Pineapple Ricky. No contest about that. Pineapple Ricky all the way. I still need to get familiar with like tennis combos, Taba, whatever the heck. That's the main question. Well, on the new ones that Definitive introduced that wasn't in the original, freaking Pineapple Ricky. But yeah, so I'm working on 3 videos simultaneously, I guess, when it comes to that. The first one is on story and art. The second one is on music. And the third one is on gameplay. So, and I'm trying to potentially get like 3 different artists to work on like the thumbnails for all 3 of those videos for part 1, part 2, and part 3. I'm thinking about potentially doing the part 3 one myself, but when it comes to like what like schedule I upload these, I'm not 100% certain. Like I want at least the first thumbnail to be wrapped up first, which is being worked on right now. But the videos themselves, the entire part 1 video is already done. It's on my computer. It's like 40 minutes long. I have a video essay on my computer that's done that I just haven't uploaded yet, that I really hope to soon. I'll probably do it like the moment the thumbnail's done. It's currently being commissioned. Is a thing by a friend of mine that I met in university who, like, honestly, remember how I mentioned that I have a spare copy of Xenoblade Chronicles? I'll probably just straight up say, like, so, I remember you mentioning to me you never played Xenoblade Chronicles before. How about I give you a choice? The freaking price for commission that we agreed upon? Or I give you my spare copy of Xenoblade Chronicles. Which would you prefer? Because I still have this freaking copy of Xenoblade Chronicles around. But yeah, for Pokemon Dungeon, all the changes you notice that they picked the game and slapped a Yoshi Island filter on it. They actually made like an insane amount of changes from like the one that it's a remake of is from 2006. And the amount of changes that they made to the gameplay and the music was, you know, honestly really cool. What? Okay, we're in a corner this time. That time this works. The camera's bugging out like crazy. No! No, it's so close! No! No! It's so close. Come on! Come on! But yeah, so part 1 is literally done and is a 40-minute video that's sitting on my computer just waiting to be uploaded. Actually, it is uploaded. It's just private right now. So it's technically done and just awaiting its thumbnail, and then it can be published. And the same with part 2. Part 2, the music discussion, is also done and just sitting on my computer and like awaiting its thumbnail and for it to be uploaded. Though right now part 2 just exists as like a project on my computer. I never exported it as a video, so I don't actually remember how long it is because I never exported it. So I figured I'd check if I needed to make any edits first. But it's probably around 40-ish minutes long too. Part 5 is probably gonna be like an hour. I've only just started production on it. And I mean, recently I've been working on some other essay projects as well, or some other video projects in general, so I haven't committed to that in a while. But yeah, so when in terms of video essays, I'm working on a 3-part series on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX and Xenoblade Definitive Edition. 2 of which are already done and just sitting on my computer, just... Okay, you're following along. At first I was like, what's this marker? They're just sitting on my computer, like awaiting upload. Being there like all alone, just waiting to be watched, but not given the opportunity. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs starts hearing the voices of his money and they're all like, spend us, except for me with my videos. It's like, upload us, so we can be watched. Upload. That's just what I imagine, honestly. What? I would very much like to get used to Teba, but like he's weird as stuff. Okay, so yeah, there's that situation right now. So yeah, I don't know what video essay I'll be working on after that, like what project would come next. But this is a freaking 3-part video project that has taken me so much time already and is going to take me so much more time already. But like, it's in a weird place right now. I started working on like part of a thumbnail for part 3. Part 1 and part 2 are being commissioned by different artists for this thumbnail, and I know that the one for part 2 is like really busy with a lot of things, so I might potentially have to find somebody else to commission the part 2 thumbnail for, maybe. And the person who I'm commissioning for the part 1 thumbnail has said like, oh, I'm really busy right now, but the moment things ease up and like this semester stops being so crazy, I'll let you know, and that'll be like the first thing that I'm on. So I was like, okay, sounds good to me, is what I figured. So yeah, that's all in a weird place right now. I do have some demo sketches of the part 1 thumbnail, which I think look fantastic, and I really am excited to see the finished product, and I can probably show those in a hot second here. Come on, freaking! Take off his health! There we go. Your bell is on, don't worry. Well, I appreciate it. Whoa. I'm gonna take out you really quickly. I'll wrap up this mission, and then I can show like a little bit of the next project, actually. Because yeah, it's literally sitting on my computer with the actual videos part of it being 2/3 done and just being, you know, sitting in like editing purgatory, editing hell right now. Because before I keep working on part 3, like first of all, part 1 and 2 will have to be uploaded at some point, but before I keep editing part 3, I'm working on a Breath of the Wild video right now. Not like a video essay or anything, just a freaking joke video that has made me smile several times while editing it, and I hope make other people smile a whole lot. Is there gonna be a Lionel here? It said that there was like a Lionel in this thingamabob. Also, I don't think we have all our combos yet with him. I've just kind of been, usually I play this game at a much higher level. Today I'm just kind of button mashing. But yeah, have you got a lot of frame issues in the game? Oh, it just occurred to me I need to harvest wood and stuff. Sometimes when there's a lot of stuff going on, the person who makes the game lag the most is Impa, because her whole gimmick, oh, that tree was kind of in the way. Her whole gimmick is the fact that she can put symbols on enemies that lets her generate up to 3 sets of clones that each do like the same attacks that she does. So you can basically have like an army of Impas freaking, you know, beating everything up. So when you have freaking literally 7 Impas at once, your main one, and then 2 sets of clones for 6 more. Let me say, the game definitely frame drops during that. There have been some times with some bigger enemies where I do definitely notice some frame drops here and there. Most of the time, I was trying to use bombs, but I keep forgetting I can't do that in the air like I can with the volley. Ow. Most of the time, it's not that bad, but freaking Impa lags the game like heck. Let me tell ya, she freaking loves lagging the game. Ow! Stop! Thank goodness I'm not playing on very hard mode, because yeah, I am just kind of ranting and mashing and just chilling and stuff instead of playing seriously right now. It's kind of what I'm doing. Camera's gonna be a little bit busted there. And then we'll, okay. Let's actually figure out what all the combos are. Yeah, so that's 3 Ys into X, and that's not half bad for whittling down the weak point. Oh. That was actually pretty good for whittling that down. I mean, dang it, that was 2. What? No. Yeah, the fact that they added elemental enemies in this game, which was not in the original Breath of the Wild that this is supposed to be a prequel of, I think is really cool. They're also really scary. They're also, like, real big scary, to say the least. Defeat the ice Lionel. Will do. Okay, that time the camera's working. We'll give the thumbs up. Freaking bombs. Into stasis. And then... okay, yeah, I think this might be the option for whittling down the weak point gauge. Maybe. Dang, I did it a little bit late. So one more weak point gauge break, and I can't do anything about that right now. Stop. He's just gonna point blank hit the high link cap. Dang it, he doesn't care. Fine, I'll use 1, I guess. I suppose I'll use 1. Freaking Cryonis. Neat. And then we do this. And that should take out your thingamabob. Okay, so this should be the ice line I'll take it down. Should be, and that should be the battle 1. This was a freaking wacky side mission. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I can show a little bit sort of like what's been... This is a project that's been going on for like months now in bits and pieces. Very smally. So like... yeah, let's see here, for example. Here, if I go to display capture 2, is kind of like one of the demo sketches of like what the part 1 thumbnail for this could look like of story and art. Where you've got, you know, the freaking Pokemon on this side that are like throwing something together and Shulk's looking over as well. I think it's really cool, quite frankly. I think it's really cool, that little demo. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the finished thing could look like when it comes to that. And yeah, the situation for the part 2 and part 3 thumbnail is a little bit trickier. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's really neat. In terms of the project itself, I have, if I go to my new freaking hard drive and then open the folder, that's gonna take 3,000 years to open because there's a lot of stuff in it. I have been amassing a lot of things for, okay, there's like all my scripts and reading and stuff like that. Amassing a lot of things for this video series. Footage from my playthroughs of the original and remake of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Xenoblade Chronicles. So like a lot of footage, some Xenoblade 2 footage in there as well. This is probably the most footage I've ever gathered for like any video I've ever done. Because if one of these entire parts to my series has like 5 seconds that I need that specific 5 seconds of as I'm talking about like some flaw or something really good, then I need the entire video. And like, I wonder if I select everything in here if it'll say how much it is. No, it doesn't say how much space it takes up. Dang, I was curious. I was honestly a little bit curious. I'm pretty sure I had one of the final videos in here already. PMD1, no. Dang it, where would it go? Because I know I exported the first one as a video already. I don't know where. Are there any that say part 1 if I search the folder? It's somewhere on my computer. It already exists on YouTube, like as a private video, I think. Yeah, there's the project. Oh, there it is. PMD1DX versus Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Part 1. It's 40 minutes, 28 seconds, and it's just like sitting on my computer. Don't tell me it opens on my main monitor. Probably opens on my main monitor, doesn't it?
This year, 2 of my favorite game series has released a remake of their respective first titles.
No!
If you count Xenoblade as separate from Xenogears and
It's lagging.
Xenosaga, that is. Pokemon
my
Mystery
camera's
Dungeon
in the
Red
way
and
of the-
Blue Rescue Team on the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo
Freaking-
DS were the first games to kick off the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
No! No, not misc footage!
So with that, we finally
No,
have
I don't
the
want to see a
what was
random
that
part of one
notification that just
tutorial.
appeared on screen?
No.
I wasn't paying attention.
No.
But now we finally...
Everything is... Okay, so now it should open on this screen. So yeah, I literally have a finished video
This
sitting on my
isn't even
computer
like you.
that like talks about Mystery Dungeon first,
Though the
yada
sword
yada,
does
and then
take
talks
a
about
toll on
Xenoblade
his buckles,
Chronicles.
just the originals with new models
Yada
and textures
yada
and
goes
stuff.
through like an overview
As
of like
such,
the changes
the original
between them,
voice actor
yada
from
yada.
Rebirth, a turbo opening up and
Yada
still
yada
the
yada
length introduced by Xenoblade
yada.
Chronicles.
So like, it's done, and it's just, yeah, it's and I'm glad that you're looking forward to it, Touch Sky. So yeah, it's literally just, like I said, it's literally like that one SpongeBob episode with the money, except instead of spend us, it's upload us. So that's there. Where's the actual projects though? Oh, here they are. So yeah, I have part 1, part 2, part 3. Part 2 is also done. Part 3 is like not even begun. If I double click this, will open it in my video editing software, I wonder? I'm just gonna hit next on Hyrule Warriors in the meantime. Will it open it in the thing? I'm curious. Maybe not? Because I'm genuinely curious. I was working on my thumbnails for Watch Dogs Legion most recently. Control O? Oh. Oh, well, I'll find it here. Is what I will do. And we'll come back to that shortly, because that's gonna take a little while to load and stuff or something. And I think it froze. But yeah. So are both remastered games available on at the same time? They came out like a month apart. So like very close together. And ever since they came out, like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon came out in March this year. And Xenoblade came out in May this year. So like these 2 remakes were very much back to back, and both remakes of titles that were very near and dear to me. And I wanted to get all the way through, oh, it looks like we have a Blood Moon. I wanted to get all the way through both games before I started production on that. So I started script writing around the middle of summer, honestly, for these videos. Because that's around when I beat Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I was like, okay, now I can start like talking about things and stuff. So I've been working on it for a while. Why did my video editor open on my right screen? What? Camtasia has crashed. Please send a crash report to help us improve the software. Okay, never mind. I'm not showing that, I guess. My computer really doesn't want me to show it or something. That was weird. Yeah, I need those cores. Somewhere I can get them from. Yeah, so they were very much back-to-back, to say the least. So, my original idea was I would make this video and it would be like, oh, remake of the year. But now I'm only gonna get part 1 out before the end of the year at the soonest, and I really hope it's out before the end of the year, and the other 2 are probably gonna be like next year, so it's so it didn't quite work out the way that I hoped it would, and it's oh man, freaking making big video editing projects is stressful, but like it's cool to look at afterwards and be, you know, proud of the final product and stuff. Teba, I don't even know, training retreat, wishes to learn all he can about the gliding techniques of his age. He intends to pass down this knowledge onto his son upon his return home. Get him some food so he doesn't tire out. But it's in like a really weird place because the first 2 are done and just need like a thumbnail. And the 3rd one I haven't started production on, and we'll probably start production on like maybe this winter break actually. Invigorated by the meal, Teba retreated into the mountains to train. He returned several days later with refined gliding abilities and a new skill to pass on. Even Revali was impressed. Nice, so that's all of his things. Yeah, apparently my video editor crashed. I guess I'm gonna like task manager kill it. It's just stuck. Dang. Well, is there any battle that I can do that? Oh, this has, oh yes, yes. Give me that core. Heck yeah, right under our noses. How is it possible no one thought to scour the Royal Ancient Lab for parts? Until now, that is. The researchers will help you. if you find them materials for their work. But yeah, those moments where you picture your project as a little wall, but then realize you're making a massive building, that's literally been this project and my freaking Breath of the Wild 3-hour video, where it's like, okay, maybe this will be like an hour at the longest, and then it just winds up being like freaking absolutely insane. Like, I can find the script to that thing, for example. Hold on, let's see here. Right, after you gave the researchers what they wanted, they turned up in force to comb through the lab and its environs. They got results and found lots of parts that might revive Terraco. Nice. That should unlock some more of those on the map. Wait, it wants me to do this? Their Master Kohga Chronicles? Wait, haven't I done all the... Wait, where do I get more parts from, though? I'm at 28. Oh, yeah, wasn't there a mission that we unlocked that gives, like, Terraco parts? Yeah, that gives Terraco parts. Huh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that to, like, revive Terraco and such. Let's see here. Okay, ignore the fact that I have a whole bunch of tabs open for, like, group projects and stuff. So, last edit was on November 12th to my script, which I guess makes sense. 54 pages, apparently. So I split it up. So there's, like, the story section, which goes until, like, story and art goes until, like, there's, like, the outro and stuff. Okay, so there's that bit. And then the script for video 2 music. Which isn't as long as I honestly thought it would be. And then the gameplay is, like, half of the entire thing. So that... I'm not sure if I look forward to hopping into editing this behemoth. So, like... Oh, and then there's, like, some good video points and stuff. So, like... Yeah, it's a whole lot of words that, yeah. Yeah. And there's, like, the conclusion at the end of the last one. I still have to record this entire script. Like, the first two I've recorded already. This third one, this gameplay one, I recorded it once, and then I freaking realized that it was a few days after my 24-hour charity stream and my voice still didn't sound very good, so now I need to, like, re-record it at some point, and I scrapped that original one. So at some point I need to, like, redo this entire freaking script here, which took me like 2 hours to record all of before. Like, because that includes failed takes and stuff like that, and times I stutter, I need to do it over again. That means that the actual video would probably be, like, maybe an hour and a half, something like that. But yeah, Xeno's soundtrack were incredible. It really was. Like, in the entire premise of that whole video series in general is still meant to be, like, not comparing how good it is, like, just as is, but how much it improved over the original is more of the focus. My Master Kohga is, like, way under leveled for this, but whatever, I guess. We can get some more experience or something. And generally, most of my arguments for those is for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. I think that's really fascinating that they kind of took the perspective of let's create a soundtrack that's like a mix of new stuff and like nostalgia for the original thing. So there's like a mix of like modern instruments and modern orchestra that you'd find in a soundtrack, along with like retro electronic-y sounds. I think the premise of that is kind of cool, so it's like a mix of like modern orchestra and retro kind of feel. What I don't like is that the freaking retro stayed, like, had way too much of a presence, and sometimes I thought some of the remastered tracks were straight up the original tracks because it sounded so close to the original, and I was like, ah!
With you on that.
So I feel like the Mystery Dungeon DX soundtrack didn't bring enough new to the table. Then when it comes to the Xenoblade soundtrack, not everything was remastered. Some of the themes were actually left completely as is, straight up from, like, the Wii version. Like, the main theme, for example, the main theme that plays on the title, that's one of the examples that was left completely as is. But that's one of those games where it's like, how are you gonna improve the soundtrack anyway? Like, looking at the main theme, I can see some ways that it's made different. I don't know if there's ways that it's made better, per se, because it's already so dang good, is the thing. There were some parts of the soundtrack that just went for being different rather than inherently better. Like, for example, Satoral Marsh in the original, Satoral Marsh Night in the original, it used like these adult women voices, where it was like all this mysterious marsh kind of thing. Whereas in the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, the voices were more like these young girls, so it brings in like a feeling of youth and stuff like that. And I would argue that one isn't necessarily better than the other, it's just like two different styles to enjoy like virtually the same kind of thing. And I think that's cool that there are like more official versions of some of these already freaking fantastic and absolutely breathtaking soundtracks. But yeah, some masterpieces, yeah, they are just good as they are. But as whoa, hi, I only fought like one of you in like the main story. Something that I noticed as I was like comparing the soundtrack of the original Xenoblade Chronicles to the remake is most of the soundtrack didn't try to be that insanely different from the originals. It just tried to like pronounce the detail that was already there. Like, whoa, dang it. Like to make it more evident and holy crap. Like in the original Xenoblade Chronicles, I didn't quite realize like how good a lot of the soundtrack was. Because like some parts would overtake some other parts and make things harder to notice or yada yada. But in the remaster, they kept most things almost completely as is, but did more of a focus on like the foreground being like the focus and the background being the background, which I think is fascinating, and it made me realize that there are so many more so many more parts of the soundtrack that are incredible without me realizing that it was incredible in the original. But then I listened back to the original, I was like, holy crap, it is incredible. I just never noticed that before. Like, the best example of this is Refugee Camp. I just realized I have a time limit for this. I just realized this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Like, Refugee Camp is such a freaking sad, chill, relaxing violin theme, and it's so freaking good. But parts of the foreground and background kind of slightly blended together in the original, and I never realized how good it was. And then I listened to it in Definitive Edition, and I was like, whoa, oh, this is good. Was it always this good? And I listened to the original, and I was like, oh, it was always this good. It's just like harder to tell, because it's like a little bit like more pronounced in the original. So like the fascinating thing about the remastered soundtrack for Definitive Edition was the fact that they didn't do anything drastically different. They focused on drawing out the detail that was already there and bringing the soundtrack closer to what I would argue is closer to its full potential, which I think is really fascinating, honestly. Well, there goes half of your thingamabob. What? No? How about you don't? Let's go ahead and take you out. Oh my goodness, Master Kohga, so many bombs. That's a little bit bugged out on the stairs, isn't it? I guess we're gonna fight like down here. There's more space over here anyway, so it probably makes more sense. No, he's going back in. But yeah, I found it very interesting how it took that kind of stance. What? That hit me still. No. Okay, I'll stasis you. I love how Master Kohga stasises himself. Okay, that didn't actually help me a whole lot in that case. Well, maybe I'll switch and, oh, here's Impa who lags the game. After I, get a bunch of clones and stuff. Let's see here. Okay, there's all our clones. Time to lag the game. Oh, in a hot second. Let the lag begin. Or not. Maybe there's not enough entities down here. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe if we get the frogs out, it'll lag. This isn't the frog attack, is it? No, I got my attacks mixed up. There's an attack with some of these frogs. It's freaking great. Well, I'm surprised we're not getting frame drops. I guess there's not enough other enemies on the screen. Maybe. Go ahead and weak point smash you. Because, yeah, we are on time limit here for this mission, looks like. It does seem like. There goes our clones. An enemy has made it inside the allied stronghold. Well, that sucks. Oh, hi, Ice Guardian. You want to maybe not? Well, maybe not do that? And then we'll get some clones. Some clones, at least. I don't think it's gonna give me all of them. Dang, it only gave me one! Unbelievable! I guess I didn't reach that one that has a symbol all the way over there. Unbelievable. What? Get me out of here. Get me out of... No! Well, we got all our clones. That's the good thing here. That's a good thing here. I'm gonna whittle down your health a whole lot before I weak point smash. That might not be a bad idea. And then we do this. Yeah, not enough of crazy armies on the screen to like lag things out. But yeah, we'll just take out your health normally here now. Just by doing like crazy clone chip damage. Is what we do. No. Dang, I did that like so late. No. Let's go ahead and get our clones off of these guys. Just like that. Stop. 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 And then we do input things. Yeah, if there's anybody that can create frame drops in this game, it's her. For sure. Darn you. Doing things that I can't counter at the moment. Oh, but I can counter that now. Now I can counter that. Jeez, it's like so much. There's just so much craziness all happening at once. Okay, well, weak point smash. Oh, I'm gonna have to get my freaking clones again. Oh, there's the freaking frog. I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of clones off of this. Never mind, I literally got all of them. I didn't realize my attacks was gonna reach that far, but I'm really glad it did. You gotta do your big slam down. There it is. Okay, nope. Oh, there's a Guardian Scout here. Does he not want to fight me? Where's he going? Does he have a freaking mission? Oh, and there's like an electric Guardian over there or something. Sure, do your thing. Oh, and he's coming in here to like say a thing for me. Okay, maybe we'll kill with this. Half the time that remains, I still don't have either outpost. But we're about to have this one, I think. I believe so. Like we should be on track. Did the Guardian just shoot the wall trying to shoot me? That's kind of funny. Oh, come on. You're literally one shot. There we go. Did that not capture the outpost? Whoa. Do I need to take out like all the enemies here? Frogs. We are Legion. Get him with the frogs. That'll do it for sure. Okay. The other Guardian Scout's just kind of hopping over there, chilling, having a good time. So what do I need to do to actually capture this outpost if it wasn't... Yeah, I see the health bar of the thing. Is there no, like, boss for me to defeat to capture the outpost? Oh, there he is. I guess it was just unrelated to the big bad that was already in here. My, oh my. Hello, hello, Ricky. I sure hope I'm winning. I sure hope. We still don't have either outpost here captured, but we shall see. That'll be alleviated momentarily. So everything is fine. I almost didn't get that in time. That would have sucked. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and say, sure. What are you guys doing in here? What? Who invited you? Look. Who invited you all, huh? Big glowy blast. Big glowy blast. Oh, can we hit all of them with this? Sort of. Wow. And we point smash this one. Jeez, this is freaking mayhem.
I did it! I did it!
I did it! I did it! And then we'll do the thing. I'm serving up a whole lot of hurt. And then we do the thing. Get paunched. Neat. Yeah, this is actually gotta be a little bit of a difficult mission to do in time, methinks. Okay. Do the thing. And then we should be able to get another big glowy blast here in just a hot second. Like this. Okay. Hit the scout a little bit, not a whole lot. I'm gonna send Impa to, like, just go there. Because we really need to capture the outpost in time amidst all this freaking chaos.
I did it! I did it!
I did it! I did it! Whoever voice acted Kohga must have had, like, so much fun. Yeah, I've noticed. I've noticed all the enemies here. I'm noticing things. Boopy bop. Okay, big glowy blast. Oh, that's hitting the electric guardian around the corner a little bit too. Nice. Okay, let's have you not hit me with that.
I did it! I did it!
I did it! I did it! My goodness, there's so many guardians on this. Oh, come on!
Not that easy.
On this map. Like, holy crap. Nice miss, nerd. And then... No. Okay. Dang it, the freaking zaps afterwards get me. Right before I take damage, I'm just gonna, like, switch away, methinks. Okay, we already put a little bit of damage onto this Lionel before with Kohga. Not a massive ton. Is the thing, though. Not a super massive ton. Frogs. What now? Frogs. Oh, no. I didn't do it in time. Woo! No! Yeah, I need to capture this outpost in the next minute 30 seconds. So, like, if you could kindly screw off, Silver Lionel. If you could kindly just screw off. That would be very much appreciated. Hey, we got a level up. Get clones again, maybe. That didn't break the... Oh my goodness. That didn't break the thing. He's gonna do his crazy slam down. Okay, I need to send Kohga, like, over here after this guy, too, because I'm honestly a little bit worried about being able to do things in time. Yeah, whittle you down a little bit like this. That's what we're gonna do. Do as much damage as we can do before doing the actual weak point smash. Oh, maybe we don't even need Kohga. I think things are... Oh, yeah, things are handled. Go back. Sorry, Kohga. False alarm. Go back to what you were doing. It's fine. Everything's fine. We have more than enough time, as it turns out. Because Impa shreds things. Sometimes I forget this, and then she shows me that, you know, we had more than enough time. Okay, so that's the mission then. Man, what? What a freaking mission, huh?
Ooh, look at you.
What a freaking thing, Rob. But let me tell you. The Master Kohga Chronicles. Hello, Cam. How's it going today? And Dougie indeed. It's the end of the day. She's tired, so we have Dougie Cam on at the back of the room. Just happily sleeping away. Oh, an ad. Man. Good old Twitch ads, huh? Imagine if, like, if you gave people the VIP badge if it took away ads. That'd be cool. That'd be neat, wouldn't it? A freaking ad-free badge. Or something, I don't know. Okay, so we got some more Terraco parts and stuff from there. What's this gonna make available? Oh, more Master Kohga things since we did the Master Kohga Chronicles. Cool. But hello, Cam. How are you doing today? How go things? Oh, we can get another special attack gauge here. Princess Zelda wishes to determine the ideal habitat for an endangered flower species, the Silent Princess. Collect some materials to aid her research. Okay, don't know why I need Lionel trophies for that and like 50 Bokoblin guts, but okay.
It seems I've grown
Princess
stronger.
Zelda used the materials to move her research forward a step. Surely there will come a day when the Silent Princess is no longer under threat of extinction. Cool. Kinda tired, so you may just lurk for a bit before going to sleep. Understandable. I know I stream at like really weird times. Why this unlocking her Bosa thing? I need chill shrooms for that? Where can I buy those from? Because yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure those are things that I can just like buy a lot of the time.
Ah.
We'll buy those again eventually. What have we here? Bonus hearts. Do I just get it just for the sake of getting it? Bonus hearts. Like I prioritize the things that are bonus combos. Oh, I need freaking radishes for that one? Is there anywhere selling those freaking radishes? A lot of the time there is. Yeah. Dang, I'm gonna need like a whole bunch of these again. I already got like so many that one time for that one thing. Now I gotta do it again. Gosh darn it. I need so many big hearty radishes. So what am I tracking right now? Yeah, I need those things. And all these things. Oh, and there goes my Lionel trophies and stuff. Man! Man, oh man. Wasn't there something else that gave us, like, Terraco parts? Like, hold on. Maybe I'll take these off for now. Temporarily. Take them off tracking. And just see... We're at 31 out of 50 Terraco components. And it seems like we have a few missions around the world that give us Terraco components. So maybe we'll grab those. Use up my Bokoblin. Whatever, let's do... No, I changed my mind. No. So apparently there's a bunch of missions that give Terraco components. Just one! There's probably only 50 in the world, though. Hunting partners. Level 58 it recommends! And I need to specifically be playing those two? I don't have a lot of rupees to... Oh, it's not actually as much as I thought it'd be. I mean... Now we could go to like 56 or something. And then just like rely on Rivali and not Hestu as much. Yikes, freaking... Wow. Let's do some cooking. Like... Shakalaka! Okay, we'll do some damage things, and then... Sure. Sure,
Acceptable.
this'll help us a little bit. Revali and Hestu, hunting partners, huh? Welp. Like, at least Revali's one of those characters I'm a little bit more used to than that. I should really take the time to properly learn the movesets of my other characters, but, like, I don't have all their combos with them yet, and, like, I don't know. But we should... Oh, I think we just got Revali's final combo. Like, pretty... not that long ago. So we might actually be able to do a new thing with Revali, speaking of him. Maybe. So... maybe we'll try that out when we hop into this battle. Try out Revali's new shenanigans. This is what we can do. Get me in there. Perfect dodge, yada yada. Let's check the thing. Yeah, so we should have his final thing. The whimsical music. Hunting partners. Defeat the Bokoblin before they escape. Squeezy.
Unacceptable.
Utter nonsense, they stole precious resources. We can't let them get away with this. So we're literally going after some Bokoblin before... or a bunch of Bokoblins before they get out? Don't allow the Bokoblin to make their escape? Oh, the gates are closed until I take out you?
What's it?
Okay, well. Okay, well. What are his grounded combos again? He just has that kind of thing. Okay. And then, dang it!
Be still.
Fire that off, and then, whoops, dang it, I messed it up. Oh, but that's the final thing anyway. And then, no, I missed it with the freaking tornado thing! Are you kidding me? Crap, well.
Be still.
And then, yes, let's keep doing this. There we go. This time we'll get him with, like, the tornadoes and stuff. That'll be goodbye to Mr. Silver Goblin.
Get another victory.
Okay, so now we can go through the gate. My goodness, gate is open. Nice. Another gate's gonna close. Maybe. Defeat the Bokoblin before they escape. Is the objective. Oh, this is the Master Sword area. What the heck is going on in here?
Cool down.
Fly, please. Please fly. Woo!
Watch and learn.
My goodness. Also, Hestu is so freaking slow. I wonder if he'd be faster if I gave him orders.
You stand a chance.
Guess we'll see. My goodness. And then, hold on. Here he comes. I think he's literally faster if you give him orders. No, I can't do anything about you. Why is the end lag from that thing so freaking long? Up into the sky. Okay, well. This is, not the one that I want to do. Right there. Whoa! Probably just snipe out the rest of your health. Maybe the same with your friends. Because, yeah, the vortex thing does a whole lot. Oi, there's one more! Okay, gate is opened. Okay, so it's like there's no clock, but it's basically a race against the clock. So, I mean, has to... Are we gonna have to take out the guardians and stuff? As long as we give them orders over this way, should be coming along, I hope. I hope so, at least. Oh, is this the Bokoblin here? Can we get him, like, right now? Heck yeah, we made it in time. Okay, so I guess there would have been, like, more stuff to go through if you were slower. Okay. 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 Gotcha. Hunting partners. Yeah, so we didn't need to switch between the two of them or anything. Probably didn't even need to level up Revali as much as I did, but... eh. Oh, we got the weird blue paddle things. There we go, Terraco component. My goodness.